Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back once again to Highrise City, to our growing village as it's still called, and we continue onwards right away with some city expansion. Huge demand for residentials, huge demand for office zones, and also huge surplus on my goods. So of course everything is set for more expansion. I would like to develop now this area here then more and more. The problem still is my freaking substations, right? We still only have the small one, so we have this here in the center. It looks horrible. Getting this one over there would probably work, and another one over there, perhaps we can make this work, or we just keep it as of now until I've unlocked the medium one. I think we're doing this, right? And I don't want to overdo it here, but this needs to go away, of course. Right now we have it. Right now what we can do here is we have now our little service sector here, right? So this will only expand, so it's safe to build me a few more medium density zones now also over here. That's my next expansion. And even though we're full on materials, this is already stretching it quite a bit now, right? So we can only build this one here as a maximum with a full storage that we just had. So it's slow. It's a slow expansion, but it gets going. And with that, we should get more people out. I want to reach the next milestone here at some point soon. Deliver 60 tools. We get a tool rod level 2 with that. Okay, I hate that, but I'm still going to go ahead and do it. Because with that, basically, we have the level up for my tools production. Tools production, speaking of that, how's my iron looking? We have higher production than consumption right now for tools. I could think about an upgrade there. Yeah, no props. So there's this one coming along, very neat. Wasn't enough though, right, to really push us there. For now though, we're reaching now, well, as many employees as craftsmen. So this is even out. And with that also my demands are shifting a bit more now to stuff like spirit and things like that. So higher quality products that we need to provide for them. Speaking about my tools, we have the upgrade. And it is over here. So let's go ahead and push this one right away. It's dirt cheap. Getting us a tools production upgrade in my industry zone. My distilleries we cannot upgrade yet. We also have another mission here to build small iron smelters for level 3 fishery. I'm not doing that just yet. These quests are coming again and again, and we have more than double of what we need right now, and I haven't even upgraded them to level 2 yet. So this is just so far away that I don't care about that. Another building that we have now is the church. Once again, this needs a direct road connection, so we need to place it somewhere here in the town center. Where we have lots of access. It would also fit in nicely here, by the way, right? So this could work out. Just place it here. We can always just repaint it again. We haven't even placed decorations yet, right? So this will all fill this in. I think right now we have some basic decorations available, like trees that we can add, bushes, hedges. Small city, there it is. This is what I've been waiting for. No idea why, but at least we're a city now, right? We have now laws that we can implement. Could purchase a new region once again. Medium police, medium fire, shopping mall, brewery. For ale, we also have electric motors, e-bikes, toy factory, a city hall. There it is, medium electrical substation. I knew I was waiting for this, and also car parks. Interesting. Provides parking space to my citizens. Now we can call them citizens, right? And we've also unlocked the engineers as a new, population demographic that we can now implement. These actually cost iron in addition to everything else that we had so far. So that's something. Now, the power station is the first thing that I would like to explore with this. There we have it. It's the medium one. Let's just check it out. It really has a nice radius. And it should hopefully make it so that we have now one somewhere up here by my farms, right? That then provides electricity. Oh, wait a second. Up to this point. There we have electricity. It's not ideal. Do we have cables? We don't have cables. No. Okay, I can have the one station over there now, right, to the medium. And then we can make it come in from behind. So there's my power line that we just continue then at the edge of my map, because it doesn't really cost me anything anyway, right? So there it's coming in. Perfect. And with that, we can get rid of this one here now. I would like to do this together with those pylons. They're no longer in my city. And with that, we have made a nice new spot here available for us. Right, and it doesn't even feel like we did anything different. There is now a bit of a blank spot. That's okay though, because we have also our power station here, and I would also like to upgrade this one to a medium one now. That's right beside my warehouses and beside my industry zone, right? And this is where we have the pylons now going over to connect this. And once again, we can get rid of a whole bunch of things now here that we no longer need. So there is still the old version. There you go. Let's get rid of that to clean this a bit up. And then we have a power station here, and the other one is up here. Very good. And that medium one reaches all of the industrial buildings, so we can get rid of the smaller one over there. Right, and now my whole city is covered and we basically cleared up a few things. Perfect. Now we can focus on our next city then. By the way, engineers, I'm probably not pushing for this yet. Let's just check my iron. I mean, we do have the iron production here. We do have not that much money. It's of course also because we are importing a lot of stuff. So I don't want to import clay, please. I don't want to... I need to import these things here though still at the moment. Can we sell something? We should have a lot of clothes, right? Garden tools! Garden tools must be valuable. Ah, of course it's not. Let's go to 80. And then... Clothing. This must be valuable. It's pretty expensive to make. It's not. Alright, but we have a surplus. Let's sell the surplus to get a bit of money in again. Taxes are looking at 44,000 right now with 15,000 people. So this is something we can gladly work on right now. I think we have a huge demand for new jobs. Offices provide jobs, but also of course industry. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and start with my bread production now. There's my sheepies. And then we still have lots of space over here. Wait a second. My normal houses that we have here, that's bread, that's the last good. Then we have actually fulfilled everything those people want. Of me. So let's have another expansion of farmland over here. Goes then into the forest area. And this one, and that's probably too much for one. So we're gonna make this in half here. There you go. And with that, let's check it out. Let's hope that this works for a giant. Holy cow! This costs more than we can store. Alright, 101 tools, 172 planks. We need more warehouses for this. Did not expect that. We have the large warehouse now. That's 120 increase. So I'm going to push this once again to my industry zone. So just here, we can push in 2 more just in front of the harbor. Now, even increasing storage is fine, but look at that. It cost me 137,000. Yes, of course. Why are farms so expensive? Okay, one thing that we have now is the planning office. I like this one. Increases the productivity of all industrial buildings within range. At least 50% of industrial buildings must be within range of the city of the buildings for the bonus to be effective. Carry out research so you can build multiple copies of this one. Alright, so... that's the range. Let's go ahead and have it here because that's where my smelters are. And I want to push them. Right? We can also push them in here. Yeah, so I can also reach my distilleries. That would be lovely. We can also have it then here, right? So you can have several of these. But for starters, I would really like to have them by my smelters. I wonder if the power plant works for that. I guess we'll find out. Or... nah, let's get the distilleries in too. I want to start with that. It's only 8 iron, right? So it's not that much. We are having a 4 production right now. Pushing them here would be lovely because we have lots of coal and lots of iron coming in. But iron production itself is really slow. I've already got 2 of them now. Alright, and there's the planning office now. Producing. Or pushing? 120. Okay, so it was 20% increase for these factories close by. Right, also for my distillery. And for my furniture factory. So that's something. Let's just check it out. Where's my furniture? There it is. Furniture is now equal again. I wonder if the 20% are already feeded and considered. So we'll just see. Might need another one then. Let's also have our very first block of engineers. Gonna be interesting how they look. And since this is gonna be one of the downtown areas here at some point, let's just see how many we can actually paint. That block here. So these are my first engineers. Alright. Apartment complex for engineers. Bikes, bread, beer, and some more leisure activity out of that. Yeah, looking not that much different. Perhaps a bit, no, it's actually the same assets, I think, for these guys here. So that's that. I was expecting a bit more taller buildings. I mean, we do have the manager zone still, so I guess this is then the really the big skyscrapers. But the engineers, that's tier 3 now here that we have. They're not super happy right now, but well, they shouldn't complain either, as we have most of the things. We have then the same for the offices, the office zone complex 3 that I would like to get going. And once again, this also needs iron. So let's just check this out. We have this nice road here, and I'm just gonna wait for a few iron to come in. There it is, and let's have office complex number 3. Alright, these are definitely taller than their counterparts, the medium offices over there, right? So that's a bit more going taller now. In that case, we really need to have a big iron production because we're constantly at the limit there. I need more money though to get this territory. It's really hard to get. So we basically need more taxpayers. Gonna grow a bit further over here, and then we have the lower residential zones that we can also go ahead with. Let's actually have some lower residentials here. And then I can go ahead with some more medium than here, right? So this kind of like merges them together. And here we just have lower residentials than at the beach. And then it goes taller and taller. The further we go then to the town center then as at some point. The city center. Lovely. In that case, we need the stuff. We need building materials. That's still fine. And here we're probably also gonna make a medium one and call it a day. Now there's something interesting now, and that is that these offices need parking and canteens, right? So they have their own demand, and we do have these office buildings now, and that is the ready meal producer. That is the canteen. There you go. That's consuming then the products that we make out of that, but we need wheat. We don't have that yet. And then we have parking. There it is. Right, so that would be a car park. Quite expensive. It also costs 5,000 on the upkeep. Oh. And yeah, if we have it here, we can get most of the offices in, plus some industry. Alright, so let's place this one right here. There's going to be more offices than in this running area for this one. And that should make these offices a bit more happy, and thus their productivity should go up. And with that, of course, the most important thing, and that's the office goods or the office workplace. This looks like a proper downtown area at some point now, as it is growing. By the way, we should still upgrade this road there, as the traffic is increasing in all directions. What we can also have here in the center now is the medium fire department. This provides more fire services. Also, the range is just ridiculously big. So I'm gonna actually just replace the one that we have right now. Or wait a second, we move the current small fire one. We have one over here anyway, but these farm areas up there, they also need fire protection. So I'm gonna move the small one out, right? And immediately we're pushing the medium one in before those people start complaining, or they already start complaining that we get it. The same thing can then be applied for the police, so that we have the medium police station that provides then also a nice range, and we'll just need to figure a way out. This needs a road connection, right? Yes. Come on, build faster. I know you can do it. There would be space here. Or beside the school? No. Not gonna have the police station beside the school. Other side beside the shopping center is fine though. And with that I can move this police station. Yeah. Where do we have? Out here once again, right? Those poor cops. From the center of the city all the way out here to rural country Sleepy Hollow, where the Headless Horseman reigns. Okay, garbage gets a problem again. So we have garbage over here accumulating. So we're gonna make another garbage collector as far outside as possible, but still so that we can reach most of the citizens here, right? So the inner ones especially. I think this would look good. This would work out. There you go. All the way out here. Gonna take a while before we actually grow over here. And then in the back here, or yeah, in the back here, I'm gonna have a small garbage plant then piling up for this, right? Just behind the police station. Here we can grow. Oh, it's actually rather full right away, collecting all the garbage in the region. Now, once again, since we have a very happy population, we could consider increasing taxes. So let's just see how this affects it. If I go with the taxes to, let's make 18% for these guys here. That's the employees. Then we also have the normal craftsmen. Let's also get them to 18%. And the offices, we are not taxing them yet properly. So let's also get that to 18. And the same goes for that one here. Don't want to push it too much, of course. But let's just see how far we can actually push it. Right. Tax income increases with that, but I think also the effectiveness goes down, and with that, jobs. So perhaps, let's just check it out. If I reduce it back to 12, oh yeah, this directly corresponds with the production value here. So we probably don't want to tax it too high, honestly, because I want to have jobs. Otherwise, people are not moving in. Something I would provide right now is also then a courthouse, so that we can enact laws. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're making another smaller cut into here, where I would then like to get me one of my courthouses going now, and that is here. Just check it out. We do have a nice park area there, so I think this could work out the best. Just beside those parks. We haven't unlocked any other park, by the way, yet. So if I want to go with a bigger park, we still need to unlock a few more things, right? There's the city park, the next one. We got the playground and we got the normal park, and they're tiny in comparison. Might still go ahead and have another one here to fill in that spot, right? And there's now our courthouse, and now we can enact laws. And it's quite a few of them. All of them will cost me, but give me also bonuses. There's like two things I would like to do. The first one is legalize gambling. Allows casino operators to open up in the city. Taxing casinos and establishing agreements with operators can further increase your city's revenue. Increases my revenue by 18,000. It reduces our education and it reduces security. Let's enact this one. And on the other hand, what we can do here is the gun control. So police will stop and search people for guns and other dangerous items. This costs me a bit, but only a tiny bit, and increases my security again, right, by +4 at least. That's something here. There's a whole bunch of things. The curfew for minors, preventing young people from going out at night. All right, reduces satisfaction of all my people, but increases education and security, and it costs me a bit. So we kind of like counter this, right? We still have approximately 10,000 plus out of these 3 laws now, while also raising security and even increasing education a bit at the cost of some satisfaction. I like that. Let's go ahead. Gambling it is, but you should not be going out anymore past 10 o'clock. Now finally, as the city is growing, what we can do is, yeah, hopefully we can now purchase the land again. This one here I would like to get 580,000. You're crazy! But it has iron ore in it. It also has coal. It has even clay, and it has copper ore. I don't need copper ore yet, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna need it at some point. Let's go ahead and purchase it. Gonna be great for business, hopefully, and for my citizens. Because right now we're spending a lot of money importing iron, and I want this to stop. Also, we have lots of forestable area again, right? So I would really like to get cracking here with some nice new addition for the city. We have the main road here. We should be able to get this one out. There you go. Let's stop the... let's actually activate the snapping again. I want it to snap to a nice grid area. There you go. All the way out here. Right. What we will definitely need with all of that, of course, is all of my utilities. Like, for example, my water. Play for 2 hours. I can promise you that we've played for way longer than this already. So, no idea why I got this achievement now. There you go. Let's get the water over. And over here, let's just check it out where we have our iron deposit. I'm actually really excited about this, because iron was so expensive up to this point. There we have it. Juicy, juicy iron. Very good. So we're gonna make a nice road. We already have the road here, right? And then we're gonna make the road over here so that we kind of like go around the iron then. And then we have the road going up here. And here I would like to go ahead and have another smaller road for my logging industry, right? Because we're also increasing that, of course. What I will need for this is once again the water now, the pipe dream. Getting this one just along here to cover all of this with juicy water. The other thing is that we need to have our... Let's have a medium substation. And let's have this one somewhere over here, right? So this provides electricity for the whole area. And of course, we're going to make then this tight jump. And can we make the connection here? There's a collision. Doesn't matter. No, there it is possible. There you go, right? Connecting it with our grid all the way to this area here. Next in line, what we definitely want to have here then is a good haulage company. I'm thinking about having 2 here right away. And they're both going to have a smaller reach, so I just want to have them here in this area, right? The idea is to collect all the ore and wood here and then get it to my industry zone where we process that. Or, even better, I might also make the iron ingots here already. So that would be something as well. Let's get the road going. This is where we're going to have all the iron mining now. Also great, we need a lot of jobs, right? My unemployment rate right now is 2,500 people, that's 12%. And this is all the jobs in the world now. By the way, also police. And we're also going to have a fire station here, of course. There's a whole bunch of things you need to really get going for a zone to work, right? With all of these things coming together. Next in line, we start with the iron mine. I have no idea really how many of them we're gonna need. This is now 90. Let's start having the first one here, the second one, the third one, and the fourth one. You know, why not? We can overdo it here. They cost me 1,300 each. We have 60,000 plus right now, so I would like to do this. We can also sell any kind of surplus we have. Next in line would be the coal. So this is the charcoal kiln. Very dirty once again. We already have them to some extent, but of course we want more of that. And by the way, once again, it goes to the haulage company, the wood, right, and then to the charcoal kilns. So depending on where you have the charcoal kilns, it's probably best to have them a bit further away. There's still a row of iron possible here and then here, just so that we make sure that we're not blocking anything here. So let's go ahead and have 2 charcoal kilns in this region, and then I can go ahead and have my iron smelters now over here. Probably will move them over now that I think about it. Let's have 1 more and move the other 2 over. This should be enough then for all of this. And what we also have is a new building for the logs, and that's the medium logger now, right? Producing more logs than ever. And boy, we need them. Very good, all of this. And look at how my residential demand immediately skyrockets again, because we have the jobs for all of this. Lovely. I think one thing we still need to get cracking, that's garbage. So we also need a garbage collector here. A small one. A garbage power plant. I like the idea of this. Only cost me 1,000 upkeep, produces lots of power, and causes pollution. But who cares about pollution? Let's go ahead. Get this one in, and all the garbage that we're producing in this industry zone here is then immediately turned into electricity. Fantastic. We still need a garbage collector. There you go. Boy, expensive it is, but it's gonna be worth it. Let's also move the remaining, I think, iron smelter. Wait a second, we got the charcoal kiln. That I'm also gonna move over to this here. So we got 3 charcoal kilns now working. Then we have our 2 iron smelters. I would like to have both of them now over here too, just beside this one and this one. And I'm specifically designing this so that the logistics system of this game makes sense, right? So we got the haulage companies in the center. They're taking the resources from down here, bringing them to the haulage company, right? There you go. And then from here, they deliver it to the processing industry and then back again. So only this way it makes sense with this system there, really. All right. This probably will take a small time before it kicks in. Look at that. We're 600,000 again. That's because we're selling a lot of tools right now that we're producing. We have an overproduction of tools, and I'm already selling them for a nice profit. So it really feels like this whole thing opened up now to us, right? With this new area, with the iron production. I can also now finally get rid of the iron import. There you go. Costs me a lot. And I'm also going to raise the tools to 300 though, minimum stock that we want to have. Very good. Also makes this area a bit cleaner. I might also be thinking about moving then the coal power plant into this region. And we have so many wooden things here. I don't care about them yet. This still exists, of course, this industry zone. Yeah, lots of residential demand. Oh, wait a second. Did I not? Ah, alright. Didn't quite work out for it. There you go, just in case, because we're gonna expand again as well. By the way, there's something else. We can also push them, of course, with a planning office, right? So I can have a planning office here. This is affecting all of them. Just so that we push even more production out of the iron smelters, because we need so much iron in the future. All right. Next in line, we can move back to our city and continue with engineer residences that I would like to have here. And probably also... in the town center itself? No, we're gonna have some offices there. So here we can safely continue with more engineers now as well, right? And over here we're gonna have the medium or smaller residential density again, depending on our demand. And speaking about demand, let's also have some lower residentials here that we're growing now around this curve here. I want to have all of this here then growing, and these guys here, right? These guys here. Holy cow, we have so many building materials. Nice. And then the medium ones as well that we have then a bit closer here as we move into the center. So this can be medium. There you go. Right. Massive growth. We have that pushing past 20,000 now. Tax income increases again because of all the new people coming in. And of course, my goods consumption will be problematic. Clothing is something we need to tackle once again. Water, yeah, we didn't expand the pipes here yet. It's also something I need to do. Going up and going up. Just in case that we have then all of this coming in. Garbage, there shouldn't be a garbage problem here. We have a garbage collector. It's not that overloaded. Just gonna wait a little longer for this. Alright, this is office zone again. Want to zone this a bit, right? And here we're gonna have the normal residentials again. So I would like to continue with a road then all the way out here. And then just a tight grid, basically connecting it now with the farms, because don't forget, this is inner city, downtown, so we definitely want to have a tight grid here in the center, right? And then these guys here. There is my power. Already caught up to it. That was a quick growth towards it. Engineer. Probably more here. Oh, don't have any resources left. Yeah. Delivering 219 wood for a charcoal kiln too. Let's go ahead and get this. Available. And construct 2 new clay pits. We get 50,000 as a reward. I think we always need clay. So let's go ahead and get this done. Do I have clay over here? It's still here, right? But we have cut now into this area a bit. So I should... Oh, we got a traffic jam. Gonna tackle this. I need to get rid of this wind turbine. By the way, we don't... I mean, theoretically, we don't need those wind turbines anymore. That power plant is just crazy. And then we can have our pits here. There you go, 100%. And 80% is also still fine for me. And we get the reward out of that. Oh, wait a second. Was I too rash on this one now? Nah, the construction cost is $240 for one of them. Alright, they're dirt cheap. You can have hundreds of them. And I wouldn't even feel this really. There, thank you very much. 50,000 in addition. What is the cost of the next territory? If I want to purchase that, 1.6 million. So we need to be, oh yeah, you really need to be very careful with how you expand, right? If you purchase the wrong territory, you can really get into a deadly spiral of poverty. All right, let's check out our goods again, because I'm expecting a nice push in iron now. 7 production, that's not much. Are you not producing? They are producing. All the garbage also gets then turned into electricity again, so we should have a very nice energy surplus there. Very good. 300 garbage already accumulating. Also, the power plant is getting affected, by the way, by the planning office, so we get the 20% boost in addition. Neat. And there are my iron mines producing now iron and also hazardous waste. That is new. We'll just see how we can tackle this. And then we got the main road here. And yeah, there's also all the commuters going to their workplaces. But as far as I know, it doesn't really matter how far they're really away, right? So they're still going to this location, no probs. And look at that, finally we can afford a wheat farm. Holy cow. It doesn't look that expensive anymore now that we're looking at that. 800,000 we have on account and 137,000 we pay for this for 22 wheat production. I hope it's worth it. And yeah, all the rest of it. Our, yeah, probably most expensive building so far. And that's a wheat farm. Oh, this looks nice. This looks cozy. This looks like a nice place to read a book. Okay, wheat is starting. 220 jobs is quite a lot for this. And, no, sorry, 600. 600 jobs, that's quite a lot for this, and 200 is the office demand that we have out of that. With this in mind, we can now go ahead and start with the mill, and don't forget, this produces flour that we will also need for our canteen for the offices once again. Let's have this one in the industry zone. We made a bit of space over here that I would like to use now for this, so I'm gonna have my first mill then somewhere here, pushing in. Should we build a second one right away? I have no idea what the consumption rate of this is at the moment. It's 10 tons input. So we'll just see, right? We should also get a nice boost of the wheat farm thanks to my research with the farming boost, right? So there it is. Production is at 37, consumption at 12. So I can easily push a second flour mill, and I would like to do this because we want to, of course, push bread, but also then the canteen food that we make out of flour. So that's those two new buildings here, and this culminates in the grand finale, and that is bread. We have a consumption of 17. This one produces, as far as I can see, 5 tons. There's a planning office though, so I'm building 2 of them, and this should then meet demand already, hopefully. It's busy here. We probably will also need to improve our roads, as the industry zone is getting busted with cars and trucks and whatnot. There you go, makes it a bit easier now. And with that out of the way, I hope we're looking, yeah, at a good production for bread and a new happy population of Sleepy Hollow. So far the city is growing nicely, I think. We can now start developing a downtown area over there with all the skyscrapers, and then also some smaller suburban areas over there. I haven't even touched public transportation yet. That would be another nice addition to the city. I hope you enjoyed this one, and we continue onwards then in the next episode of Highrise City. Stay tuned.